Have you ever met someone who always seems to have a good excuse for their behavior? Or maybe you've noticed that you sometimes act in ways that you can't even explain. These are some examples of defense mechanisms in action. So what are defense mechanisms? Let's take a look. What are defense mechanisms? Defense mechanisms are unconscious mental strategies that people use to protect themselves from anxiety, stress, or uncomfortable thoughts and feelings. The concept was first introduced by Sigmund Freud, the father of psychoanalysis, and later expanded by his daughter Anna Freud. They believed that these mechanisms allow us to distort, deny, or avoid reality in ways that reduce psychological discomfort. And we usually do this without even realizing it. Think of it like an inner defense system that kicks in whenever we encounter situations that threaten our well-being or challenge our sense of self. Just like a shield, it protects us from harm, but it also prevents us from seeing things clearly. Common types of defense mechanisms and examples. There are many types of defense mechanisms, and they all work in different ways. Here are some of the most common ones, along with examples. Defense mechanism, how it works. Example: denial, refusing to accept reality. A smoker insists that cigarettes are not harmful despite medical evidence. Repression, pushing, distressing thoughts into the unconscious, forgetting a traumatic childhood event. Projection, attributing your own feelings to someone else, accusing someone of being angry when you're the one who's upset. Displacement, redirecting emotions to a safer target, yelling at your pet after a bad day at work. Rationalization, justifying actions with logical reasons instead of the real motive. Failing a test because the teacher is bad, not because you didn't study. Regression, reverting to childlike behavior under stress. Throwing a tantrum when things don't go your way. Sublimation, channeling negative impulses into positive outlets. Using aggressive energy to excel in sports. Reaction formation, acting the opposite of your true feelings. Being overly kind to someone you dislike. So why do we use them? Defense mechanisms help us cope with emotional pain and protect our self-esteem. They're like a psychological band-aid that stops the bleeding, but it doesn't heal the wound. Sometimes defense mechanisms can be healthy, like sublimation, where negative feelings are channeled into positive actions. But they can also be harmful if they prevent us from facing reality. For example, chronic denial can lead to serious consequences. Do you recognize any of these defense mechanisms in yourself or others? Share your thoughts below. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please share it with your friends. Until next time.